After Baisu finished speaking, she turned away. The three whip dwarves gave Red's pistol back, and they, along with the big brother of the Earth Dragon Society, quietly disappeared into the shadows. Red and I climbed out through the window, reaching the iron gate. I looked back and saw Baisu standing at the window. Her white cloth dress glowed softly under the starlight, very easy to see. We climbed the gate. As soon as Red landed, she said, "I was right." I looked at her angrily. Right about what? Her voice was soft, almost longing. "That beautiful, mysterious girl, she definitely likes you." "Don't talk nonsense," I said quickly. "You already agree with me," she replied. "Why are you trying to stop me?" I had no answer. "Let's leave here and forget about it," she pressed. "Are you really going to stay out of their business?" I nodded. "Yes. You don't know who Old Man Bai is." "I don't want to go against him." Red laughed mockingly. "So you are scared?" I gave a bitter smile. "Don't try to make me angry. Old Man Bai is not a bad guy. He is honorable, a hero in his own way, a legend in Chinese gangs. Whatever they are doing, I am sure it is not bad for society." Red looked at me with disrespect. "I don't believe it." "Why not?" I asked. "Someone is dead, another is probably brain dead, and then there is the ghost trick and Rose's unexplained death. Even that son who liked to party who died in the car crash, it's all connected." I opened my mouth to argue, but a voice cut in. "Miss, your thinking skills are very good." The sudden voice surprised both of us. We were on a quiet street, lit by a few streetlights, with benches for resting. On one bench sat a man, sitting in a proud way. He wore a very clean white suit, about 25 or 26, very handsome. As he spoke, he playfully threw a white straw hat in the air. His neat look might make someone think he was a rich child, but one look told me otherwise. His face showed a strong edge, nothing like the spoiled, aimless rich kids who only liked wine and women. Red and I stopped. She asked strongly, "Who are you?" He stayed sitting, looking at her up and down as if she was his had-a toy. I did not want trouble. "Let's go, Red," I said, pulling her arm. The young man spoke slowly. "Mr. Wei, why rush home? You can rest right here." His voice was lazy but full of meaning. My face became dark. "What does that mean?" He started laughing loudly, putting the hat on his head in a showy way. Standing, he put a hand in his pocket, showing great pride. "I mean, you can rest here forever." His words made me angry. I had never met anyone so bold, so openly trying to make me angry. Even my old rival, Death God Tang Tiangxiang, was not this confident. I gave a dry laugh. "Oh, and who is going to make that happen?" He laughed again, his shoulders shaking, not just proud but very silly. I liked him less every second. "Me," he said. I kept my voice cold. "Let's stop the nonsense. You want to kill me, right?" He brushed dust off his clothes, acting very relaxed. "Exactly." I looked at Red, who was staring with wide eyes at us. I signaled for her to move back. She waited, not wanting to. Once she had moved back a few steps, I said, "Then do it." He shrugged. "Wesley Wei, if you die without knowing who did it, would that not be a shame?" I could tell he was a very proud person, wanting me to ask his name. My dislike for him grew, so I did not give him what he wanted. "It does not matter who, just do it." His thick eyebrows went up fast, anger showing on his face. "You really don't know when to stop, do you?" I smiled slightly. "You came looking for me. You should know what kind of person I am. Do you think I will beg? Keep dreaming." His face twisted with anger, and he moved forward fast. I heard a quiet crack from his joints as he moved, a clear sign of deep martial arts training. I stepped back, bending down a little, left hand raised, palm down, ready to defend while also ready to hit. I knew a fight was coming, but I would let him make the first move to make him tired. He stopped, then charged. A white blur. I moved to the side, but his speed was unbelievable. Pain burned my arm as his hit tore my shirt, leaving 3 bloody scratches. He was so fast I could not even check the wound. As I moved to the side, he turned in the air, unbelievably flexible, and came at me again. I had lost the advantage, a bad situation. As he came closer, I leaned to one side, ducked, and swung my left arm out, trying to wrap around his waist. It was a strange move, and it surprised him, making him stop for a very short moment. I knew I could not actually grab him. If I did, a counterattack could break my arm. But the move was a fake, meant to distract. It was one of the Phantom 3 forms, a set of techniques my grandmaster uncle taught me for saving his mentor's son, Tang Tianshan. My uncle, a martial arts master, created these moves after many fights. Each was a trick, designed to move attention away. As he waited, I slid forward, moving past him, and hit his back with my left hand. He turned just in time, raising his own hand to block. I kicked up with my left leg, aiming for his chest, the second of the Phantom 3 forms. He leaned back, avoiding it. I laughed, and my right hand hit his waist with a loud sound. The hit, full of power, made him stumble backward. I quietly praised my uncle's genius. The first two moves were fakes, drawing his attention, letting my real hit get through. Chinese martial arts was not just simple strength, it was smart, and the Phantom 3 forms proved it. I thought I had him. He seemed like a loud person with no real skill, so I did not continue the attack. That was my mistake. His face became mean, teeth showing, and he jumped back up, hitting 3 or 4 fast hand strikes. I avoided them, moving back 4 or 5 steps to escape his quick attacks. He jumped after me, not stopping. I bent down low, left hand on the ground, and swept both legs at his lower legs, a move like withered tree roots. He jumped 2 feet up, avoiding it. But that was the start for the third Phantom form. In the middle of the sweep, I bent my legs, stood, and before his hands could hit, I hit his stomach with my head. The hit was not gentle. He made a sound of pain, falling backward. But I had to admit, his skill was amazing. Even with the strong hit, he did not fall to the ground. He made himself steady and stood straight. His face was pale, eyes showing he wanted to kill. He was very angry. Chinese martial arts depends on ki. You cannot let your spirit become weak, spread out, or become angry. Anger makes you careless, and I wanted him angry. I laughed loudly. Friend, I am still standing. So much for rest forever. I expected him to attack in anger. But I had judged him wrong. His anger disappeared, replaced by a cold, evil calm. My teasing had reminded him I was not an easy target like he thought. He spoke coldly, Wesley Wei, your reputation is well earned. I bowed slightly. I am honored. He made a sound of disbelief. We have tested punches and kicks. How about knives? My heart sank. After losing twice, I had hoped he would stop. I did not want to keep fighting. The Phantom 3 forms depended on surprise, and they would not work twice. The young man had taken a strong hit to the stomach, yet he became calm again very quickly. That kind of control showed he had serious training and was very famous. Continuing this fight was a risk neither of us might win. But I was not alone. Red needed my protection. I waited a moment, then laughed loudly, waving behind me to tell Red to take out her pistol. Red was quick to understand. She took out the pistol with the white handle and pointed it at him. Enough. Stop fighting. He stopped, then took off his straw hat and bowed to her in a joking way. As you wish, miss. But as the word miss left his mouth, he moved his hand fast. The hat flew towards Red. With a sharp whooshing sound, move, I shouted. Red had never faced anything like this. To her, it was just a straw hat. How could it hurt? She ignored my warning. Feeling panicked, I moved fast to push her away, but a flash of light appeared in the corner of my eye. A blade too fast to know what it was cut towards me. At the same time, Red made a surprised cry. Her cry made me confused. Yes, it was just a hat, but it could still hurt her. Maybe the edge had very sharp metal, or it could have hit a pressure point, making her arm numb or worse. Martial arts novels make flying flowers or leaf-throwing skills sound deadly. That is fiction, not real. A leaf cannot kill, but a skilled fighter can use a light object to stop an opponent's strength. Take a very strong man weighing 200 pounds, tickle him, and his power disappears faster than a punch would do. I did not know exactly what had hit Red, but her cry told me it was unexpected. As I avoided the coming blade, my panic made me slow, and a burning pain went through my left shoulder. I had been hit. At that moment, I could barely protect myself, let alone Red. I moved back unsteadily, looking at her in the confusion. She was holding her right wrist with her left hand, the pistol at her feet, her face showing shock. I relaxed a little. She was not badly hurt. The hat's edge, without metal, had touched a pressure point on her wrist, making her arm numb and making her drop the gun. I made myself steady, my focus becoming sharper. Pressing my hand to my waist, I moved back farther, then quickly took out the soft whip I kept there, not used until now. With a fast move, I swung it in a wide circle, protecting my important body parts. Now, saw his weapon clearly, a short 2-foot-long fencing sword, a very well-made blade, flexible enough to bend into a circle. He moved forward fast, hitting 3 strong strikes, each one deadly. My whip made a loud sound, blocking them. We exchanged hits carefully, each landing about 12 moves, neither winning. I was planning a surprise attack when footsteps were heard nearby. I thought, if it is a night police patrol, this fight might end. Neither of us would want trouble with the police. I hoped for police to stop it, but as the footsteps came closer, I looked back and my blood became cold. 3 short people moved fast towards us, small like children, the 3 whipped dwarves. The young man's attacks became stronger, his sword flashing, each hit aimed at my vital parts. The dwarves stopped quickly then, with 3 sharp whooshing sounds, their whips moved out, curving towards my head. I had thought they would follow criminal rules, staying neutral, but their immediate attack showed they were with the young man. My heart sank. This was bad. As their ghostly whips, cutting through the air, came within 2 feet of my head, the young man said loudly, "Stay out of this. I will handle him." The dwarves answered together, "Yes." Their whips moved back at once. They moved back a few steps, then spread out, surrounding Red. My panic grew. I looked at her, and a cold sting touched my throat. His sword tip was very close to my neck. I bent back, my whip moving out, barely blocking the hit. My tie was cut off cleanly, and I was covered in sweat. Avoiding that hit, I fell back farther. The dwarves had not touched Red, just surrounded her, which made me feel a little better. But the situation was serious. With the 3 whip dwarves here, I was not strong enough, no chance of winning.
Her white cloth dress glowed softly under the starlight, very easy to see. You can now purchase the English version of Wesley's novel, The Underground Man, at a discounted price. Red laughed mockingly. "So you are scared?"
His face showed a strong edge, nothing like the spoiled, aimless rich kids who only liked wine and women.
Even my old rival, Death God, Temps Tian Shang, was not this confident. I kept my voice cold. "Let's stop the nonsense. You want to kill me, right?" His thick eyebrows went up fast, anger showing on his face. "You really don't know when to stop, do you?" Pain burned my arm as his hit tore my shirt, leaving 3 bloody scratches. It was one of the Phantom 3 forms, a set of techniques my grandmaster uncle taught me for saving his mentor's son. Tang Tian, my uncle, a martial arts master, created these moves after many fights.